And what I want to show you in this recording is I want to show you how to name images properly and how to manipulate the images a little bit with a GIMP, a free image editor. So first, when you download an image, when you download an image or get it from your camera or whatever, when we've got it on the computer, we want to change the name to be descriptive of the image. So as we save it, and we want to use keywords too. So you've got to do the keyword research to find out what are people searching for. So for this particular product, there may be people searching for fuchsia tutu or fuchsia tutu skirt or something. Or maybe they'll search for hot pink and white, and if that's close enough, then we could use that. So we use that descriptive verbiage in here for this fuchsia hyphen white. We don't put the word and in there, and we don't want spaces, and everything should always be lowercase. Okay? And we're going to use multiple different words. So here we might use tutu skirt. In others that I've downloaded, I've used tutu dress, and in some I just say tutu. We don't want to always use the exact same phrase, but use multiple different phrases so that we have many opportunities to be found. Okay? And then we could put headband, wand, since this is a set that has all of those. Okay? And so we want to make sure that we name all of our images that way. Now, for sake of time, I'm not going to download every one of these. We'll do maybe one more here, and then we're going to go and show you the editor so that you can see how to edit them. So the reason we always update or name the images on your computer is because when you upload them to the internet, whatever they're named on your computer, that's what they're going to be named there. You can't change them usually once they're on the server of the website. So you've got to name them appropriately on your computer. Just if you get in that habit of always naming things that way whenever it relates to your business, then it'll just become habit. You'll always do it, and then when you upload them, there's never a problem. Okay. Let's see. So royal light blue tutu skirt, newborn hat. All right, so there we've got some of those. Now we'll go to the image editing software, this little GIMP icon here, and let's start a new image. And I want to do it with a transparent background, so that way I can decide whether I want to have a background in there or not. So now that we've got this open, and this can be downloaded from gimp.org. You can just go out to the internet, type in www.gimp.org, and you can download it. It'll recognize once you go to this site what kind of operating system you have, and it'll give you the appropriate download link and download that file. That software will then allow you to do any editing that you want. There's the site. Any editing on the on any images. Okay, so you'll just go to that download. You can use other services like Picasa and some others, but they don't have as many resources or tools. GIMP is very close to Photoshop and so offers a lot of editing options. I'll show you the main ones that we're going to use here, and it could very likely be just fine through a Picasa or something similar. There are even online services these days you can use. But the main thing I wanted to do, and we can open 2 or 3 of these and pull them up. The main thing I want to do is a little bit of contrast and lightening. So we can see there's, even though it's on a white background, it's kind of dark. So if we come into image and, no, I'm sorry, it'll be under color, and go just to brightness and contrast, just that alone can improve this image. We can drag that to make it a lot brighter, and then bring the contrast back up so that we still have good contrast in the image. And so that brings it up a little bit. The next thing I do with my images when I'm taking my own and I have an image like this is I will go in with what we call the eraser tool that you can see on the left here, almost outside of the screen there. And I will make that brush a fuzzy circle, make it as large as I can, And with the eraser, I'll come in and just erase most of that background. And that way I can get rid of all that dark color there. We'll have a little bit of a shadow right next to each of the actual products, but that doesn't look bad, right? And then just a little bit of work there, and you end up with a picture that looks fairly professional, you know, not too bad. Now, tutus are a little tough because you got that tool where the light shines through it, and so it's not as easy to get a good clean view on that one. But and actually that looks pretty good for like a Christmas, you know, it almost has a sepia look to it, or sepia. So, you know, not bad. So there we've got a better image, and then we just save that, Control S, and click Save, and it'll go. Now, some versions of GIMP will have instead of a save, you'll have to export it. Instead of save as, it'll have a little export version. The one I'm working on is for Macs. With Windows versions of GIMP lately, instead of save, you've got to go to export as, and that's how you'll save it as a JPEG or a PNG file format. Okay, so it won't be save as or just resave, because resaving it will just save it in the native GIMP file format, which can't be uploaded to internet. Okay, so there we've made that one look a little better. It didn't take long. This one actually isn't as dark, so that'll probably clean up real nice if we come in. And now that I've done this once, we can use the same presets by just clicking on that. Oh, that's too bright, so that isn't going to work. So we cancel. Or actually I could have set reset. It's just a lighter image, so we can go up a little bit lighter there, and that contrast is the one that's fading the white out, so we probably don't want too much contrast. And you just play with it until you get where you need it. Go back and get our eraser tool, and again, make that stand out. But if you do a good white background for your images, that will make a good professional image that will look good. You can see I went into the flower there a little bit, so I'm just going to press Control Z to undo that. And then we can even make this a little bigger so that we have more space around it, and I can start right here. And then if I wanted to get closer, I could make this eraser circle a little smaller. Okay, so that way you can clean up any pictures that you're doing real quick. You know, if you're doing this for a website, then of course we want to take whatever time needed to make these look as professional as possible. In the future, we might take new pictures, you know, when it's warmer and we can go outside on an overcast day. We might do new pictures and get even more professional pictures, but for now, this makes them look a lot better than what we had initially. Okay, so again, save that one, and then we can move on to the next one. So, and we're not going to worry about that right now. So that way we can end up with some pretty clean images and be able to use those for our website options. Okay.